Yes, Yanchi also with part three. I mean part two of the functions videos. Now, my who say we know I can take it into let me try to increase the font in so yeah you can see it. So when you cry, yeah, at least you can see what's going on. Okay, great. Into the last video, no, is showing about how to pass in a parameter into a function and how to receive the parameter as an argument and how to work with the argument inside the function block, right? And you know, we are still going to try more examples and you can be passing in more parameters and how to receive the argument and how to work inside it in a function. The other back I say, like yeah, it's the same concept that you are applying in daily lives as a programmer. We apply the same concept, you know, at every point, piano, try your best to say you would understand it. If you want to be here, but you can write it in the comments or at least follow up on Instagram. I'll try my best to answer you when I'm free. Okay, see, let's try more example. And the last example here, you know, I think, sir, if it was confusing, let me try to go over it again. Now, this function we are expecting two arguments, right? And the argument are expecting a number and a number to multiply by, right? And the names of the parameters here, it can be anything as far as that it's meaningful to you, right? If these parameters that you're passing in say you're confusing, make sure that you write a comment to explain what you're trying to create or the parameters or the argument that you're trying to pass over to the function. Make sure you create it, right? Okay, enough of the talk. Let's create another function. Into a function, always we start with the word function, give it a space, and then we write the name of the function. What do we want to do right now? Um, let's write a function that will subtract 10 from a number, right? And it will give us a result, right? In the normal, we know that this function would subtract from a number, right? And then what are we going to pass in a number, right? Yes, 1. Now, at this point, maybe I will say how many parameters are we pass it into a function. You can pass in unlimited parameters as long as it will make sense to you. So far I think say the maximum I have gone, I think it's 5, maybe, yeah, maybe 5 or that one corner, unless the function is really going to do a lot of steps. But normally I would have that kind of functions. They'll be doing pieces of code, you know. The work will be easier for the computer memory because the more you would load it, you know, the more your application will be slow. To make sure that you think about all this stuff because you have to think about memory management, which is very important when you are writing an application as a developer. And yes, this function is going to expect a number. Directly, we can maybe say return number minus 10, right? Which means and now say bit may create a variable to hold the number to let number and I say let result equals number minus 10. Now as you have seen, no, you are returning results. Return number because I told you that anytime the computer would see a return, no, this is where the result or the function would end, right? Good. This function is going to return a result, and the result is going to be a number minus 10. So whatever number we pass in, you know, that's what it's going to do, right? Log out the information here to console the log subtract from a number, and I'm going to pass in 20. So if you subtract 10 from 20, what do you think the answer would be? Let's refresh and see. I guess you were right? It gave us 10 because that would be the result. Now let's see when we pass in as early as 10. Let's see what would happen. 0. So the computer does this logic for you automatically, right? Let's see if you pass a number that is less than 10. Let's say 5. What we get? -5. Okay, so this is how you write a function to do it. It will do anything as long as it's meaningful when the computer understands it. So computer need to see as you want or bit me amount. Now a quick way, let me quick way or how ensure they will say now. let result equals great. Now, nneɛma no wɔ ha yi, nneɛma twerɛ no wɔ ha ketewa wei. Ɛyɛ the same thing as we. Now, we any friend no the EX6 on a ECMAScript, the new way of JavaScript, the future JavaScript. That's how you can write exactly near no hay and no one is why. This is a different way with natural no way. But yeah, call into this section. I just wanted to show you an example. And you try here if then we would know our left from our right, right? To subtract from let results. Okay, actually it is the name you gave it is result. Okay, and then you would pass in 20. Okay, now you can follow the way out. Now you hear me. See what I say. I say then 10 because the 20 minus 10 is this. Let's pass in a bigger number like 100 so that you would see the difference of what is new. Also then 90. So tell I make a sure the quite fast function it's the same as this, and in programming here there's always a different way of doing the same thing, right? And the best way would work for you, then you stick to it and you go on, right? So this is the new way of writing this, but you ever back into these stuff and then we would explain so that you understand what it means. But right now there you can skip it. It sounds confusing if you want to skip it this part now to commenting out. Then this is all we do on functions for today, and we would move on to another topic. Let me see what our calendar says. Now, yeah, functions. We did objects yesterday, and let's see if people do events in our next video. Okay, I would think about yeah because I want us to follow like go through the steps here so that we come back together. We will come and do it. But remember events yet. I will do other things before we will come back to event because there are number I said and okay there are a lot of stuff that was here and very important. You know, I think so I'll be following the way it will make it easier for you to understand. Just like we did variables and we did the strings, we did comments, and then we came to objects, and we are in functions now. Yes, it's in order. I think so it's good for you to it will help you. So now I would end this video here, and we would come up with the JavaScript programming in 3, part 3, and then the part 3 would be a different topic. So if you have any issues with functions, how to create a function, how to pass in a parameter, or if you're confused about something, leave your comments. Then we would talk about it also on Instagram or wherever you feel comfortable. So have a nice day. Me, I'm already in the night, so it's a good night for me.